This video is what sold and how I packed it for what category this time? Brass and metal. The items I'm going to show you in this video are eBay sales. I'm going to show you what the item is, how much it sold for, and how I packed it. And I'm pretty sure I have some tips for you along the way. If you're new to our channel, I'm Vicki, and my husband Mark and I sell a variety of items on eBay. You're only seeing a little bit of it behind me here, but the whole room is filled with items from glass, brass, ceramic, wood, crafts, oh my gosh, Christmas, all kinds of things. A lot of it's stored in the garage, but a lot of it's also stored here. And as I said in the opening, today's video is about brass and metal. And I have a variety of things for you in this video that I packed. Some are small items and small sales, and some are kind of big with some big profit. So got a variety packed in this video. So whether you're a seasoned seller or a new reseller, I like to think I have some tips in this video for everyone. Just thinking here about some of the things I'm going to show you today. I have a large pitcher, a pewter pitcher, a very unique metal and wood sculpture that was quite challenging to pack. And if you watch all the way to the end, we'll have a little chat. I'm going to share with you some customer issues that came up since my last pack and ship video. Yeah, a few things. We're going to chat about that and some other reselling tidbits. So with that said, let's get started. Let's go with this because it just sold. And the replacement pewter pitcher by Kirk, Old Annapolis, pattern number 431, sold on offer for $30 plus ship. I have my scale. Let's turn it on. Make sure it's zeroed out. Put this on here. 1 pound, 15.3 ounces. Well, automatically, that's 2 pounds. I rounded up to 2 pounds. But what about the box? Well, yes, what about the box? I add 1 more pound for the box. 1 more pound for the box and packing material. So I would be listing this as 3 pounds. Now, as far as the measurements for what size box I need, well, let's get a ruler. All right, we have to go to the handle, and we're looking at, it's under 8 inches, 8 by 7, so I know that I can fit this into an 8 by 8 by 8 box. So let's pretend we're going back. It's the time of listing. I estimated 3 pounds. I've taken measurements, and I'm going to say that I'm going to use an 8 by 8 by 8 box. Here they are. I've got lots of them in here. So I'm going to pull one of these. 8 by 8 by 8. Let's see how it fits. This is how it fits without any packing. Got a couple of inches here. Bubble wrap 1 sheet in the bottom. And you know what? I'm going to put some paper under it too. Next, I surrounded it with air pillows, and we make our own air pillows. Now, it is a hollow item. It's pewter. Pewter can break, so I could fill the hollow area. What shall I fill it with? How about some bubble wrap? Oh, needs more. I did stuff some bubble wrap through and around the handle, and I have to add some more in this hollow area. I think it's good. I think we're good to go. Make sure the handle's pushed down, and you know what? I'm going to add some cardboard to the top. A little bit of cardboard to make sure nothing hits that handle. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll close it up and get it in the mail. It's taped up. I have a sample label on top. How much does it weigh? Well, it's 2 pounds, 8 ounces. USPS is going to charge for 3 pounds. I estimated 3 pounds, so I'm good. This next item is one of the strangest items that I've ever picked up. It's part wood, part metal. It's a little metal sculpture. And I'm not sure that Mark was buying into this one, but it did sell. Let's see, I paid $1 for it. No branding on it. I think I bought it at the Restore, and it sold on sale for $15.92. We have this strange thing, and it's just under, or right at, I guess, 6 inches. Yeah, a little bit odd. Got to be careful with it. But I know I need a box at least 6 inches high. And let's see, check the width here. It's about 7 inches this direction, a little over. So I need probably an 8 by 8 box. Yep, looks like it's going to need an 8 by 8 by 8 box. I'm trying to figure out how to pack this. It needs some support. I have some small bubble wrap. I have some cardboard, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm really struggling here. The base of it is about 2.5 inches. So I'm going to draw a line on here. Just bear with me here as I think this through. I'm going to draw a little mark at about 2.5 inch increments. 2.5, and then a little bit of extra here. I'm going to score this at every 2.5 inch mark. The cardboard runs this way. It'd be easy if it ran this way, but it's not, so I have to really score it. I do have to help it. Trying to line this up. And then that extra inch that I added. I don't know why I scored that inch mark. I need to cut it there. I need to actually cut it where the 1 inch mark is. Whoops. Oh, it's shifted on me. I didn't have a good hold on the cardboard. It's okay though, it's just a flap. So what have I created here? I've got, see where I'm going with this? I'm creating a little cube. However, I do have this part here that has a natural flap here. I'll check it both ways. It's too tall that way. One more thing. On this flap, I'm going to cut it, calling it a flap. I'm trying to give this support all the way around. See what I'm doing here? And that extra inch flap that I made, I need to shorten that scoring line up. I need to shorten it up. See if I can do this without getting my other roller out. Okay. It's a smaller flap than I wanted. Some tape. A little more tape. I don't want this popping open. Do you see what I've done here? No, you might think I've only protected the base. I guess in a way I have. So what good does that do? Where's the support? I can slide this up to where I need it to be, but I don't want it to push up too much. There's no perfect way to pack this. I'm not even sure if this little base is doing anything, but I'm going to place some bubble wrap on top. I might be able to use large bubble wrap. Remember, I haven't packed anything like this before, so bear with me here. Trying to be gentle. Being very gentle, not putting any pressure on it. This side is not folding up as like the other side, so I'm going to have to put a couple pieces of tape. It's an odd shape. It really is. Here's my box. Now, if I put this down in here, how are they going to lift it out of there, right? How are they going to get it out? First of all, you can see I still have some room in here. I could put a couple of air pillows on the bottom. Let's try 3 air pillows. I have some thin corrugated cardboard. I just cut 2 long strips of it. Here's our box again. Let's raise you up a little bit. What I'm thinking about is creating a lift. A lift to lift this out of here. I do need more protection. And you know what? I need to form this lift. So let's turn the box upside down. I need to shape the lift. So I turn the box upside down. I'm trying to even it up here and crease it where I need it to be. Granted, it's going on the inside, not the outside. But let's see how it does. Okay, because of the air pillows, I should have creased it lower. So I will bend this back, and that's okay, actually. I can bend that back. So this is what we're going to do to create the lift. But I need a second one. Let's take this one out. Let's do this again. Center it up. This happens to have some blue tape on it. Crease, crease. I'm going to finish the top now, since I have air pillows in here. I'm going to put it down in and finish it this way, even though I'm going to be folding it in, not out. Okay, so we've got 2 of these. It's been a long time since I've had to create a lift for anything. I have my 2 lifts in place. I have 2 sheets of large 1/2-inch bubble wrap this way, 2 this way. This is still just wrapped in the small bubble wrap. Going to gently, I don't like the way this is falling. I don't think I have my bubble wrap evenly distributed. Gentle, lift up on this. Gentle, gentle. And I can see my bubble wrap is almost too much. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it where I need it to be. Fold it over where I can. It could use a little piece here. And let me get my thank you label on here. Thank you label. Being gentle. I'm going to fold these in. And I'm going to write on each one with marker. And it's very lightweight. This is a Poshmark sale. It sold for $59 and we netted $47 and some change. It's part brass, part glass. It's beautiful. First thing I want to do is protect this area right here around the base. I have 3 sheets of large 1/2-inch bubble wrap. I might be able to just fold this in half. Let's see here how this works. Let's turn this upside down. Let's see what we can do here. Well, that's going to work out great. Just need some tape. A longer piece. That is perfect. You know, my goal is always to try to make it as symmetrical as possible. You can see now that the bottom, the base, is pretty much almost even with the top. Not completely, but almost. Let's take 3 sheets again and see what happens if we just go ahead and wrap it around this way. Let's lay it on its side carefully. And fold this to the inside. Let's put some bubble wrap inside as I'm folding the edges over. Actually, I'm going to turn this upside down. Need a long piece of tape. 2 long pieces. That's pretty good. It's getting pretty tall, as you can see. Right now, though, I'm still under 12 inches. I'm at about 9.5. I didn't put any bubble wrap on the bottom yet. I think I'll see about putting some paper in the hollow area. It didn't tear very good, but it's okay. Let's take a sheet and put it over the bottom, taping each of the corners down. If you sell on Poshmark, you know that you can ship up to 5 pounds in any box, any priority mail box, your own box, a flat rate priority mail, whatever box it fits in, pretty much you can ship it. I don't know how they got that deal, but I think eBay should have it too. However, USPS doesn't provide a 12 by 12 by 12 box, and I didn't want to use an eBay box since it's a Poshmark sale, so I've got a regular plain 12 by 12 by 12. Let's do a test fit. Lots of room in here. We make our own air pillows. I'm going to take 4 and 4. And put them on the bottom. 3 sheets of large 1/2 inch one direction, 3 sheets of large 1/2 inch the other direction. Let's set this down in. You can see that's not a good thing. We want no movement. Thank you label on here, and let's start wrapping air pillows around it. Lifting up, pushing air pillows down, all the way down. Because the box is 12 inches high, I could almost put 2 rows of air pillows. I think I can get another one in this corner. That's pretty good. I just have to decide if I want to cut this box down a little bit at the top, or if I want to keep going with this. You know, sometimes these boxes are slightly bigger than 12 by 12 by 12, and I don't want to get called out at the post office. All right, let's get some more. Actually, I'm going to switch to bubble wrap. I use bubble wrap and air pillows over paper because paper just simply weighs more. I'm going to fold this over and tuck it in. Fold this sheet over in half and tuck it in as much as I can. Same thing here, folding it in half and tucking it in, lifting up a little bit. Okay, one more if I can fit it. Okay. This was the only one that was a little bit tight. Slide it in this way and then roll it down. Put another sheet on top. Give it the shake test. It's good. I'll get it taped up, and I have 2 options for the label. I can either run the label here at home, or I can use the QR code that Poshmark provides, and they'll put the postage on it at the post office. I think that's what I'm going to do this time. Let the post office print the label out for me. Use their ink. I had this all packed in a 12 by 12 by 12, and guess what? It came in at 5 pounds, 5 ounces. I'm so frustrated. Poshmark only goes to 5 pounds. I can't believe that. I can't believe that happened. So I'm switching it out to 11 by 11 by 11. I think the reason my 12 by 12 by 12 box, my unbranded box, didn't work, the reason it was overweight, is because those boxes are heavier than my eBay branded boxes. So here we go again. Take 2. And I've got it. All right, I'm certain this will not be over 5 pounds. Sample label, the box, 4.95. We're done. As I said, some sales are big, some sales are small, but as a reseller, we'll take them all. We sold some tongs, very unusual tongs. They were made in Italy. It says it right here. You could say they're salad tongs, but I think they would be actually great for pickles. So I put those key words in our title. I paid $2 for them at the Restore, and they sold on sale for $15.29 plus ship. I'm backing them with cardboard, going to wrap them in some large 1/2 inch bubble wrap. I might add some more bubble wrap here or an air pillow, and then I'll mail them in a padded envelope. Yes, I am going to add an air pillow right there, and then take this up. Let's head to the garage. Don't look, everybody. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. This is horrible. I'm actually closing their eyes for them. I have my hand over the camera. All right. Where did I put it? It's a big. Where did I put it? Did I not put it out here? Huh. There it is.
This game has to.
Yeah, that has to move. It normally would be in my section with appliances and kitchen, but I didn't have room for it up there. We'll talk about it in our eBay area.
Hurry up, this is heavy.
And I'm walking backwards. This heavy appliance is something we just bought probably a couple months ago, maybe. It's a Wriggleware Kitchen Nutrition 12-inch electric oil-filled skillet. Don't ask me to explain that, but we paid $10 for it. As I said, church rummage sale. And it sold on sale for $118.29. Total came to $156.46. Mark, wouldn't you say this is another woohoo? We haven't had many sales this weekend, but we had some good sales.
Nice ones, yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's pretty good size. It's heavy. Mark did turn the lid upside down in here rather than upright, so that shortened it up a little bit. Put some bubble wrap here. Give it something to rest on. Cord I'm going to wrap up in some bubble wrap. The book is going to be, I might put the book in the bottom, honestly. Let's do that. Let's put the book down here. Keep the handles lined up. Keep the bag tucked around it. I think I'm going to stretch wrap it together. It's heavy, but I think I can get it. Trying to avoid the feet underneath. Don't buy anything you're not willing to pack to ship. There's a lesson there. Let's go this way too. But I was willing to pack it. And I had a box size in mind when I bought it. We'll see if it works though, right? Lid's not going to fall off. I still have some corrugated cardboard. I know I'm going to run out eventually and it would cost a fortune to replace this. But while I have some, I am still going to use it. With that said, I wouldn't mind putting some bubble wrap around this. But my exercise today. Oh, I knew that would pop the bubble. I did know that. I have to stay under 8 inches high. It's right there. Some more tape. And I have to stay under 12 inches wide, and this bubble wrap it's right at 12. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do for the side, but let's just focus on this first. Let's bring this together. I have another piece for the sides, and I told you that I can't go more than 12 inches wide on this, so that is a little concerning, but I'm going to try anyway to fit some bubble wrap in the sides. Tucking it in, just tucking it around a little bit. Whatever I can do, maybe just pushing it up against it. I'm going to do the same thing over here, just put some bubble wrap here. Let's check this again. Ooh, doggy, I'm pushing it now. I'm really pushing it. I'm going to cut this in half and put a half sheet on each side instead of a whole sheet. Just something between the corrugated cardboard and the skillet. And I'm pulling this as tight as I can pull it. If I have to adjust it, I will. Do a test fit. eBay box 16-12-8. Is it going to fit? Is it going to fit? Here's the bubble wrap popping. Lifting up, making sure it's level. Oh my gosh, it fit. Woo! I'm glad Mark turned the lid upside down for me. All right, we need some bubble wrap on top. Even though, well, if I put bubble wrap on the bottom, I wouldn't have been able to slide this in here very easily. And I do have it wrapped in bubble wrap on the bottom, plus the cardboard. Yeah, I better just go with it as it is. thank you label. Bubble wrap. I need to cut this piece. Where's my scissors? I'm going to cut this piece down. Yes, I got my thank you label on there. I'll get it taped up and in the mail. Just to let you know, not only did I cross tape it and tape the ends, I put tape down every single corner, and I ran a band of tape all the way around to help prevent any blowout of the box. If you're enjoying this video so far, I appreciate a thumbs up. Be sure to comment, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe and keep watching. There's more. We sold a brass candle holder, and it's from Sudbury. Something that they use, I believe, in a church at an altar candlestick. I could not find any comps for it, and I paid $1.50 for it. It's quite heavy, and it sold for $89.39 plus shipping, so it came to $107.49. I hope I can fit it in this box, but I'm not 100% sure. I just barely got it to fit in this eBay box, and I was able to fit a little bit of cardboard on each end to help reduce impact, and then I'm just laying some air pillows across the top, and then I'll fill in on the top if I need to, and it's resting on air pillows on the bottom, so I think I'm good. I admit I do buy some unusual things sometimes, like this lot of 4 seashell napkin rings in pewter. Let's see, I paid 75 cents for them in Ohio. Hartville Thrift in Ohio. I'm laughing, shaking my phone. Hartville Thrift in Ohio, if you live there. And they sold on sale for $15.96 plus ship. To ship these, I'll just take a half sheet of large bubble wrap, wrap each one, and put them in a padded mailer. I've got them bubble wrapped. I'll add an air pillow, and I hope this envelope works, this padded envelope. If not, I'll go to a larger one. The brass easels are already partially packaged, and I have them backed with cardboard. So I'm just going to wrap them with some large half-inch bubble wrap and fit them in a padded envelope with probably a couple of air pillows, some at each end. The easels are packed and ready to go. I love it when Mark questions some of the things that I keep to sell. This came off of a lamp that ended up being pretty much shot. We couldn't list the lamp, but I said, let's keep this part and list it. You can see it's just a in-between lamp part. Not really sure what it's for, but we listed it as ornate metal lamp part, silver tone, shiny, with the number that was on it, CHGO26. I guess you could say we have $1 into it. And it sold for $19.95 plus ship. They paid $28.10 for a lamp part that we could have easily thrown away or just donated. Trust your instincts. And I'm packing it with some bubble wrap, cardboard, some more large half-inch bubble wrap, and air pillow, lamp part, air pillow. Lamp part packed and ready to go. This next item is pretty unusual, and it's right there. See if I can get it out without moving anything. All right, we got it. So what is this goofy thing? It's a brass, combination of brass and metal. It's a cherub. It's got some green felt. And it has these little hooks, which I advertised it as, let me show you here. It's made by A&M Leather Lines. Just from research, I found that out. Cherub, a bracelet or ornament holder is what I called it. And it's sold on offer for $30 plus ship. And I paid only 50 cents for it at a church rummage sale. Love those church rummage sales. To pack it, I just really need to know the length. It's 11 inches. So since it's 11 inches, I grabbed a 12 by 6 by 6 box. And these are eBay boxes, so they're not costing me anything. I get them with my quarterly coupon. And if you haven't heard it by now, 12 by 6 by 6 is my favorite size to get. Start with 4 air pillows. Wrap it in some bubble wrap. I don't think it's going to fall out. 2 sheets of large half-inch bubble wrap. I don't have much protection on the ends, so I'll take another sheet and cut it in half. And tuck it down in each end as much as I can. Lift this up a little bit. You just want it full so that it can't move. Give it the shake test, and it's good. Good to go. So 2 pewter candle trays made by Norge Handerbide, 4714 Eckenstein, Norway. Listed these a long time ago. See what I mean? When you end and sell similar, old things can sell. And they sold on offer for $20 plus ship. And all they're going to need is some cardboard backing, some bubble wrap, and I'll mail it in a padded envelope. It's good. This vintage sifter sold in 1 day. Yes, 1 day. And when I was listing it, I thought, Vicki, why did you buy this? There's so many out there. Yeah, it's in fairly decent condition, I guess. I bought it because I paid, well, I put 99 cents here, I guess. I thought I paid 50 cents, but 99 cents at the AmVets, and it sold on offer. I sent an offer, $15 plus ship. Well, what do you know? We sold something made by Home Interior. These metal wall pocket sconces. A lot of 2. Listed these in May of 23, so not that long ago. We paid $1 at a garage sale and sold them on offer for $20 plus ship. And they're going priority mail. And so I'm going to pack them in a USPS box. Box number 7. Pretty simple. Wrap them in some paper and box them, and out the door they go. So no detailed pack and ship for this one. I hope you enjoyed the pack and ship video, but now we're going to have a little chat. I mentioned to you that I've had a few buyer issues. Yes, seems like when it rains, it pours. We had a sale, a really nice sale, of a candle. A candle, right? Just a simple candle. Or was it simple? We sold a $250 candle. Yes, I found the candle at our Restore, paid $3 for it, and listed it for, I think originally I had it for $399, but I lowered it to $299, and I accepted an offer of $250. Can you believe that anyone would pay $250 for a candle? We don't have that kind of money, that's for sure. The brand is Fornacetti. The line is called Secret Garden. I believe it's a discontinued pattern. And all it really was a ceramic container with a printed wrap, around the candle, a printed wrap design. I guess it's the name, Fornacetti. And it did sell for $250. We insured it. We insure things like that. We didn't ask for buyer's signature, but we did insure it. As soon as I saw that it was delivered, within hours, I got a message from the buyer saying, they say they delivered it, but I can't find it anywhere. I'm like, oh, here we go. Can't find it, right? At least tracking showed it delivered. So I said, go to your local post office, talk to the manager there, and ask them to find out where they left it. He also said in his message that this happens all the time. Sometimes my items are delivered to the wrong address or a neighbor's address. I'm thinking, well, if it happens all the time, why don't you have a more secure place to have your items delivered rather than your home, right? Maybe rent out a P.O. box or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't be having $250 items come to our house if we had problems with our items being delivered, but I did respond right away, and I gave him my best advice, and I gave him the tracking number, et cetera, et cetera. And he got back with me not too long after, and he said he found it in his driveway. I'm like, okay, good, we're good. Thought we were good. I thought everything was done, and next thing I know, he left positive feedback. So I'm like, okay, made the sale. He found it. He left positive feedback, thanked me, etc. And then I think it was a couple of days later, I get a message from him. And the message didn't come through on the item that we sold on the candle like it should have. No, he went to another listing, a listing for a piece of jewelry, and messaged me saying, I really don't like this scent. Let's back up here just a minute. His first message after he found it, he said, about to leave and found it in my driveway. Thank you. And then he said, P.S. Candle smell okay. I didn't love it. Thanks again. I figured he bought it because he knew what the candle smelled like. And it's an older candle. It's years old, but it was brand new. The candle was never lit. And how am I supposed to know what it's supposed to smell like? And I put all of that in the listing, the age of the candle, as far as the scent goes. And then he slammed USPS, just too lazy to put up my front door, my porch. Okay, so then I get this message. So he messaged me under Christmas earrings and he said, I'm like, really, truly, Christmas earrings? Why didn't you message me on the item that you bought? He says, lately I bought the candle from you for $250. And I think it was a fake from Fornasetti. A fake? I think this candle would be quite hard to fake. It was stamped on the bottom. There are others out there like it. I did my research. And now he's accusing me of it being a fake. And as he said here, and I think it was fake from Fornasetti. Fake from Fornasetti, not from us, but from Fornasetti. No wonder, smell not like real one. I should return it and report fake. Do you know where this is going? Sadly, I did lit it up. I'm reading it word for word. Still, horrible smell. My fault not to return, that we don't take returns. My fool, just bought another seller. Is this guy drinking or he just can't speak English? Maybe can't speak English. Just bought another seller. Real ones smell fantastic. I wouldn't know. Not fake. Never again. Lost $250 with stupid taxes. He's bringing up the sales tax. Just to let you know. You won, I lost. I won. We made a sale. My lesson, learn in the future. Thank you. Oh, wow. He was polite at the end. Thank you. Well, you know what he was fishing for, right? Fishing for a refund. But he had already left positive feedback. Woohoo for that, right? So what did I do? Do you think I responded? No. No, I did not respond. I just let it go. Just let it go. And then because he contacted me through a different listing, I quickly blocked him. Because if he had responded through the original listing, I'm not sure that I could have blocked him, but if he really thought it was fake, he would have contacted me properly. So beware about people pulling this. I've never had anyone contact me before under a different listing. Very strange, but fishing for a refund, no. Let's move on to the next one. Do you sometimes cringe when you get a chime on your phone and you know it's a message from eBay? Buyer, or maybe somebody just interested. Do you ever just cringe a little bit like, oh no, what's wrong? Oh gosh. All right, so this person ordered some sconces from us. They were replacement globes or shades, for a light fixture. And they were older, probably 1980s, something like that, with an antique style. They never contacted me after the purchase, but feedback showed up just yesterday, actually. And they said, wouldn't fit the sconces as the fitter had a little bigger lip. They were pretty, and they left this as a neutral. And I'm like, what? What? Now we're responsible for the fit of a light fixture shade that's, from the 1980s. We're going to get rated now on the item. I think she's confused. I think she thinks she's on Amazon and rating the product. She has one feedback, and guess who that feedback is from? Us, because we have automatic feedback. And so she has a lovely buyer, prompt payer, blah, 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 blah. I might change that and stop having automatic feedback. Sometimes I regret it. So let me just read it to you one more time. Wouldn't fit the sconces as the fitter had a little bigger lip. So apparently the top part of the light fixture, if you put it that way or if you turn it the other way, it wouldn't fit. So now I guess, we get neutral feedback for that. But anyway, I didn't let this lie. I decided to reply to it. And I didn't reply to it so much for this buyer. I replied to it for all the other potential buyers out there that are looking at our feedback. I wanted them to know the rest of the story. So I wrote this last night. The measurements were provided in a photo with ruler. We describe our items as accurately as possible and provide numerous photos. We do, lots of photos. Your purchase was packed very well to arrive safely, and apparently it did. I guess I didn't mean anything. We are not the Oh, I didn't write that. I'm just telling you that. We are not the manufacturer of the sconces, and these sconces were no doubt manufactured many years ago. Ugh. We just had a negative feedback drop off recently. I can't even remember. I know what it was for. It was for some knives that I told her that she could sharpen them as sharp as she'd like, blah, blah, blah. You probably remember the one about the knives, the knife block. And anyway, that negative feedback just came off. And now we have a neutral review of the item we sold, not of us as the service, but of the item sold. Maybe they did it because we don't take returns, and so that was one way to, you know, show their disappointment that it didn't fit. But don't be afraid to reply to a neutral or negative comment, but you have to think about it carefully. Be careful of your wording. Do know it's going to be out there for other potential buyers to see. The neutral will drop off, but the comment won't drop off. But just be careful. Think about it because you only have one chance to get it right. I'm pretty happy with what I wrote. I could have said a lot more. I wanted to say a lot more. Trust me, I wanted to say a whole lot more, but I refrained. The third item, third customer situation. We were out and about today, just having a nice day, beautiful day. I think we were in a thrift store, and my phone goes off. I know it's eBay. I'm like, oh no, what now? We sold a vintage Beaumont Brothers pottery pepper shaker, just a pepper shaker. And the buyer says, can you check to see what's going on with my package? I'm like, oh no. The package got to my post office on March 10th at 10 p.m., but then went back to Indianapolis post office today. This was supposed to have been delivered on March 7th. Well, who do you think promised March 7th? eBay, right? eBay promises these dates. Ugh. So I took screenshots of the tracking and to make sure she knew when I shipped it so that she didn't put it on me that we didn't ship it. So I said this to her along with a couple of attachments. I said, please see attached. I did mail it on March 5th, and as you said, the post office has accidentally put it back on the truck. This is an occurrence that is happening way too frequently with USPS. With that said, I have found that the best recommendation is to take your tracking number to your local post office and speak to the, quote, manager and request his or her help in getting it back on track to get it delivered to you. The manager has the most power to locate your package and get it back on track. And that is the truth. And please know that eBay puts arbitrary delivery dates in, but ultimately it falls on USPS. I wish I could do more, but there truly isn't anything I can do on my end other than send you these attachments and this information. Thank you for letting me know, and I hope your manager is able to get your package in your hands. Thank you for your purchase and patience. Got another message. I was having such a nice day. And she says, so if it comes back to you, are you going to reship it back to me? I've never had the packages returned to me. They just go back and forth on trucks and hubs from state to state until they finally get delivered. They don't come back to me. And then I realized she really thinks it's coming back to me, that it's being delivered back to me. And that's really not the case. That's not what's happening. So I responded again, and I try to respond promptly when I get messages like this. I said, it won't be sent back to me. That never happens. I just went to my post office, and I did. This is the truth. I just went to my post office and spoke to them, and they gave me the same advice I gave you. Your local manager is the best person to speak to. Just have your tracking number with you. And as I was talking to the gal at the post office, she said, oh my gosh, she goes, we have so many people coming in here right now. We're in Kingsport, Tennessee. So many people coming in complaining that their packages are going here and going there and they're not getting delivered. And they're taking the heat. But as a reseller, you know how serious this is. Hopefully she does what I say, and hopefully her manager will help her. In this case, It's not stuck at a hub, it's in transit, and that's why her postal manager is the best person to talk to. So things come in threes, do they not? Okay, I have something else for you here. Let me go get it here. I want to talk about padded envelopes, in particular, this eBay padded envelope. I get so much use out of this padded envelope. I mean, every week I'm putting something in one of these. And the last time I went to order some, eBay was out of them, and I didn't know how long they were going to be out of them, so I needed to find an alternative to this. So I tracked down another envelope. It's this, a little bit bigger, right? This might be a little stiffer, the eBay one, but it's a close second. I mean, it is softer, but I can feel it has the same amount of padding. It's just that the poly mailer itself is softer. This poly mailer is stiffer. But what I like about it is that it's bigger. Let's see if I can show you here. I'm lining up the bottom. I'm lining up this end and the bottom. And this is the eBay one, and this is the new one. So it's about an inch. So it's about an inch longer, and it's also about an inch wider. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool, right? The reason I'm sharing this with you is I went to eBay today to see if they had their padded envelopes back in stock. And they do. They have them back in stock. eBay's padded envelope is 10 by 12 and a half. 10 by 12 and a half. And they cost 48 cents each, even though we're using our coupon, so you could say it's free. But they're averaging 48 cents each. This other padded envelope that I found is 10 and a half by 16. So the eBay was 10 by 12 and a half, and this one is 10 and a half, so only a half inch wider, but 16 versus 12 and a half. I like the envelope. 10 and a half by 16. Costing about 52 cents each. And the eBay one averaged 48 cents each, but they're bigger. So I just wanted to share that with you because we all use different types of shipping supplies. And when I find something that works for me, I share it with you and you do what you want with it. But I'll have a link below. I hope you enjoyed today's What Sold and How I Packed It video on brass and metal. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue, and I'll see you in the next video.